everybody, Warrior Poet here. I wanted to take a moment to do a quick review. Not some intense, in-depth review with a lot of information about the game that I'm going to be talking about, which is Escape from Tarkov, but just a little, 5-minute whatever, I don't know what it's going to be, just a quick review, because there's plenty of videos out there you can watch on YouTube and plenty of research you can do on your own. And the only point of my review is just to give you a little bit of a taste on your taste buds, on your gaming taste buds, of what you might enjoy about this game and why you might like it. So I'm just going to give you my personal opinion. I mean, you guys know, come on, you know, everyone has their own taste in games. Everyone likes their own style. This is an FPS, first-person shooter, hardcore realistic game with lots of different elements. You can look up the description online on the website. But anyway, it's a really great shooting game, but it's more than that. It's more than that to me. This is probably one of the funnest games I've played recently. I've just been enjoying the heck out of it. And the reasons being is because it is just a hyper-realistic game. And I like realistic games. I like damage models where you get shot a few times and you're going down. I like it when the recoil is realistic and you can't just go gung-ho with your gun and hit everything in sight because there's no recoil. I like it when you have to sneak around and when noise is a factor where you can actually survive by being quiet because you're trying to be sneaky, and you can actually do that. There's just so many great things about this game. Primarily this is a game where you are going in to these different scenarios. You're bringing in gear that if you die, you lose. You only have one life. You can insure the gear, but if someone loots your body after you're dead, you lose that gear. So if you go in with some of your best junk and you die, it's gone. And that's pretty intense. That leads you to play even more realistic. When I go in with my best stuff, like sometimes my hands get sweaty because I'm like, man, I don't want to lose this crap. I've worked hard for this. I don't got a press kit. I don't got any of that stuff for this game. I mean, I worked hard for my stuff and I suck. I'm not even that great. That's another reason I love this game. You don't have to be amazing at shooting. You don't have to be an MLG, person to be great at this game. I've dropped people who are probably way better than me. Like I said, my aim isn't like potato completely, but it's not that great. It's not that great. But I can still have the up and up on someone else. I can still have one up on someone else if I'm playing smart, if I'm sneaking around, if I'm playing tactical, if I'm checking my corners, if I'm watching my back. If you see someone before they see you, you can almost ensure that you will probably win as long as you get a few good, well-placed shots. Sometimes you might still lose if they're just like turn and no-scope you, but that doesn't happen very often. But my point being is you don't have to be really amazing at, FPS shooters to enjoy this game. I play it casually, and it's fun. The one thing I will say, though, guys, if you like that kind of realistic milsim game, one where you go into these raids and it's sort of, you fight in this raid and try and get out alive and escape with some good gear, and you do that, and you're having a good time, right? But just realize you're gonna die a lot in this game. There's a pretty good learning curve of knowing where people spawn in, knowing what kind of gear is better, what kind of bullets to use. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it down, you can do some pretty good stuff. Like I said, you don't have to be great at the game, but you are going to die a lot. I mean, I still die quite a bit, but I've gotten to the point where I can escape from a raid more often than not. And of course, guys, I do want to mention that this is a beta game right now. I mean, it's a closed beta, so there's so many things that are going to be added into it. I mean, if this was the game, I paid $40 for it, right? 45, whatever, with tax. If this were the game, I'd pay $45 again. It's that great, even though it's in closed beta. If this was all it ever was, I'd say it's well worth the money. And the fact that it is in closed beta and it's just going to get better, that's amazing. That just means, wow, it's going to get even better. So anyway, so what am I trying to say? Yeah, great game, lots of fun, very intense, realistic, and just really enjoy it. I think that you guys should definitely check it out, give it a shot. Do a little research on your own. Don't just go off this. Like I said, this is just something to get your gaming taste buds going. Kind of say, oh, I'm looking for a new FPS shooter that I like, that's sort of realistic. There's a lot of them out there now, but some of them aren't as good as others. And for me, this one is like a 9 out of 10. The only issues I can say is that there are some stuttering issues. There's still some things that they need to do to get the syncing to go correctly. There's still some desync issues, but I mean, it's not that bad. Some people might complain a lot about it. I haven't had a game-breaking issue with it. I mean, occasionally there'll be little things that kind of annoy me, you know, like, oh, I lagged right at the moment where I'm getting this intense firefight and I died. But it's not a big deal. It's just a game, just having a fun time. So it's not game-breaking. But anyway, all that to say, guys, is check out the game. Really awesome, really fun. You can see some of my footage here on my YouTube channel. I'm going to upload some more. But, you know, go watch some other footage of the game, do a little bit more research, and, you know, you might like the game. I've really enjoyed it. So, all right. You all have a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever it is for you. All right, bye-bye.